Oh, we're back?
We're back.
Oh. Just kidding. We're back. No journey. Sorry. Maybe I'll play it during a later song break.
You just have to keep them guessing.
Yep, basically. So I don't know what happened. Our stream was in the wrong resolution, but I think we're back now. Can you double check this?
Double check.
Oh, thank God. All right, guys, welcome back. My name is Flair,
My name's Patch.
and this is Co-op Chaos, hopefully, now that we don't have any more issues. So we've got some things to discuss today. First things first, though, T1 won Worlds. They did it. And there are so many haters that are in a Discord with me, and it feels so good. They're like, yo, how to make League so boring in 2 steps or 1 step. Have Team 1 win Worlds again. Bro, you guys are copers. To everyone who's in a Discord with me, you guys are copers. If you're a Team 1 hater, huh? And yeah, 3-peat, baby.
Are you Addison Flair? Wait, what?
Are you Addison Flair? Yeah, Aaron is. No, just kidding. I don't know.
I'm not Flair.
You're not Flair. I
I'm
am.
not Flair.
I am.
Are you?
Yes.
How many times have they won Worlds?
6 times.
No,
3
I
in a
mean,
row.
In a row. Okay, yeah.
3 in a row. 3-peat.
And then they won twice. I think it was 2014, 2015, and then once again in 2013.
No, it was 2015, 2016, and
13. They won.
yes, so it was 13, not 14. 15, 16, they lost Heartbreaker 17, lost 22, and then won 23, 24, 25.
Yeah.
So we're back. We're actually full back.
Doesn't even question how I know all of that.
How do you know all that?
I just do. You don't know what I've been doing.
Okay.
One day. It's
I'm happy you're doing your
randomly-
research and you're keeping up with esports. That's great. You're definitely not.
I'm not.
Who
I'm
did
not.
Team 1 play against? Oh.
I don't know.
Fraud detected.
I don't know.
That's fine. But that's just that. I just want to announce that to all the frauds and haters. But
So you-
to all who celebrate the victory, it was a pretty peak game. Or I should say series, because there were 5 games.
peak like the game.
Yep, just like the game peak. Oh,
like the
wait a
game-
minute. The
like
game peak?
Like the game.
Yo,
peak?
that's on our YouTube channel.
Oh my god.
Go watch that 16-minute video after this. It's a really peak
I think we have
video.
a 16-minute compilation
Yeah.
video of our funniest fails
It's-
on this YouTube channel, and you should definitely go check it
It's
out.
a really peak video. But let's go into something real quick. Something
we
that we use all the time. Something that's been a thing that for as long as we can probably remember. Like, I'm pretty sure, even if it was just writing on the walls. Let's talk about slang.
Writing on the walls.
Yes, like caveman style.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Like glyphs and all that. Let's talk about slang, guys, because I feel like slang has become such a part of our language, but how far can you go with slang? And me and
I wouldn't
JJ,
say how far. I'd say how much can you let, to what extent can you let slang be its own thing, like it's supposed to be?
Right.
The entire point.
now here's the thing. Me and JJ had a very big discussion about this earlier. It was a friendly argument over Discord. And JJ had said something, and I thought it made 0 sense, that it could be a bunch of different things, and I called him out on it because I want to understand what it actually means. And then that carried on into a whole big thing, and I want to go over it with you guys. So I'm going to kind of give a little visual kind of presentation type style to explain my reasoning here, because I'm still pretty sure, quote me if I'm wrong here, I still don't think you know exactly what I'm saying. So,
What is going on in there?
the chat?
Just ignore it, bro.
Okay. No, we'll come back to it later. But we gotta get started here. So, when you converse, like verbally, right? There are ways that you're understood. Not just like the language you're using, like the words, but like tone, pacing, and like the way like you do like inflection in terms of like tenses and word choice, right? But when you're like typing things out, it can be different. And you know this. We all know this. That's why when we type, we tend to type differently in a way so that the other person can make sense of it. But here's the problem. If you shorten up what you're typing so much to the point where it just becomes so compressed and your recipient and or target audience has to kind of make assumptions and guess what you're trying to say, it gets to be too much and the original meaning is destroyed and it just becomes like lazy slang. Because slang should be a fast way of communicating, but it should be understandable. If you're using too much slang to the point where it is completely messed up and people have to ask you what you're talking about, it's ruined, in my opinion.
You haven't seen slang. If you think that was slang, you haven't seen
No,
slang.
no, 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 no. That slang is...
We're going to get into what exactly what we were talking about because, and then I think I should say it exactly what I said verbatim, or exactly what I typed verbatim. I need to be specific about that. I typed it, but I'll say it verbatim, and then you guys will need to decide whether or not you can understand what I'm talking about.
Right. So here's what the message said, and this is on the context of Minecraft. Okay. If you guys know what a beacon is, JJ here was saying that our friend, well, he was asking who kind of broke the area around the beacons, right? And we were talking about it, and he said the following: he prob ain't like where beacons at, right?
Hold on, we're getting too ahead of ourselves. So I said who nuked our beacon, then I mentioned our friend who I thought so. Flaherty replied with a question mark, and then I sent a picture of the beacons being messed up.
You can kind of show it actually if you get it close enough to the camera, maybe.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
And
Yo, how come?
then Flaherty is like saying like maybe something like the server got messed up or something, and I said no, but who's gonna go out of their way to mess up your stuff? And then our other friend says to check logs, and then I check them. I don't say it, but I check it, and then I say, okay, full disclosure, it can only be this guy.
Like one person.
And then Flaherty says, no way our friend griefs you just because.
Because, like, why would he do it for no reason?
He probably ain't like where the beacon's at, is what I said.
Now, it kind of makes sense when you say it out loud.
He probably ain't like
right?
where the beacon's at.
He probably ain't like where beacon's at. Wait, did you say duh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably ain't like where the beacon's at. And
Probably
then
ain't like where the
Flaherty
beacon's
says, what English?
at. Yes. Now, here's where I like to get into things, okay?
Is that too much slang?
If you speak that, it actually sounds understandable. If we were in a voice call and he said that, it would make probably perfect sense. But it's one of those things where speech differs from writing and texting, and you have to not take out so much that you would when you're talking. Now, texting, stuff like that can get kind of ambiguous really quick. And you used two versions of slang here. So the first one is using ain't, okay?
Dude, if you have the
As another...
make it bigger.
Okay.
You can't see that.
Well, I'm going to write more in a bit, but I can do this.
Okay, based off that little interaction, I'm saying somebody broke the beacons. I sent a picture of it. Flaherty asks who it was. I say, it's probably this guy. He says, nah, that guy probably didn't grief you just because. And then I said, he probably ain't like where the beacon's at.
Okay, so first slang is ain't. Ain't is something we use to like substitute, whether it's like the act of doing or saying like is or is not, right? He isn't here, or
I just use it as a negator.
Yes, you could do that too. And then we have a second one where JJ kind of, without knowing it, gets rid of the linking verb are right here. So he probably ain't like where the beacons are at. So there's like an invisible are right here. That's just kind of not there. That's fine. You can leave out words in slang. That's the point. You're trying to make the message come across quicker. But the issue is using both of these in one sentence by itself. Because when you do this, it becomes confusing to the point where this can actually have multiple ways of interpreting. Okay? So I'm going to write a couple tests down and kind of talk it as I do it.
This is where we should lock in because we need to see whether or not his other interpretations are even make sense. Because, you know, that's a big part of English too, interpreting and comprehension. So you gotta, and inferring. So there are certain things that are not possible and, you know, other things that you can infer from what I said and other things that you can infer I'm not talking about based on the context. And there isn't a lot of context. We're only talking about like 5-6 messages here.
First test is the next sentence. You replace ain't with the word it actually means, or one of them at least. So the first way you can say it is or isn't. He probably isn't like where the beacon's at. Now, if you say
Probably
this,
isn't like where the beacon's at.
it
What?
kind of sounds like a question. So this is probably not a good way of saying it. So this is test one.
That just doesn't make sense.
I know.
Like at all.
It doesn't.
So
And
you
the
don't-
only way it would make sense to me, if you imagine that I had no context of, or not context, but no knowledge of the actual meaning of this, this is one of the possible meanings. Saying he probably isn't saying like where the beacons are at. Like where are the beacons at? Where are the beacons located? This is probably one of the ways that you can say this. No, this is test one.
What?
What I'm saying is that there are multiple meanings and interpretations to this one sentence up here because of the slang. This is one of them. Saying he probably isn't like saying where the beacon's at. This is like our person asking where the beacon's at, but us saying he didn't say this. He did not say where the beacon's located. This is test one. So this is one of the first interpretations I got from this. Now, the second one, also this clearly doesn't make sense because isn't just doesn't fit this thing at all.
Right.
So
that's the inferring thing I'm talking about. Like that, you just cross that out of your head. Like
Yeah,
that just doesn't
so
work.
this is basically like, okay, this could be something, but based on what I've seen, no shot. This is what he's saying. Now, the second one is you keep ain't, so you do and then you do everything else the same. So there's two slangs, and what I'm doing in these tests is basically taking one, changing it to actual definition, leaving the other one the same, and see if it sounds better. Okay, Exhibit B, this one. We basically don't change ain't to isn't. We keep ain't the same, and instead of just at, we're gonna add in our linking verb are, but in text form. He prob ain't like where the beacons are at. He probably ain't like where the beacons are at. That kind of makes more sense. All it needs is one more letter, and it can drastically change the entire sentence's meaning. You can use slang. You can use ain't. All you need to do is add one more letter to 1,000% confirm what this sentence is actually trying to say. What do you have to say about this? Why do you raise that?
One apostrophe.
What? Okay.
Are you serious?
I'll-
Read the first sentence again. Go ahead.
He prob ain't like where the beacons are at.
He probably ain't like where the beacon's at.
So the beacon is like owning something. Like, you know what an
Apostrophe.
apostrophe does, bro? It's like
You know what slang is? Have you ever read slang in general?
Well, if you're using slang, why are you using apostrophes? You don't,
Bro, then why are you putting quotation marks?
because this is just one of the.
Hold up.
No.
Let's switch up. Wait. Is this
No,
hypocrisy?
no,
Guys,
no.
Flaherty is a hypocrite. Confirmed?
This is not hypocrisy.
2025.
Hypocrisy.
Why'd I use apostrophe?
This isn't what you would type. Look. If you notice,
That's-
I added these later. It was just a raw sentence, and then I added the punctuation after to show what I thought it meant. It would still look like whatever's up here, just a slang, right? No quotation, no punctuation.
Right.
But I added these to say it could be interpreted as a question. Technically, it could.
Like,
It does sound like it.
technically,
It does sound like it.
like if you have no comprehension.
Yes. The apostrophe is troll. That's just so wrong. Just grammatically and slang wise, you would just never do that. It is like apostrophe is saying like is like the beacon is like no.
Beacon's position.
It's like it's guff. You don't use that in slang.
Why are you putting rules on slang? Like that's the entire point of slang.
When
know
have
that,
you
right?
ever typed an apostrophe in slang? Haven't. Like that's already shortening the word. Ain't like you don't
If
type
I don't
ain't,
finish, if I don't finish a word and then I put an apostrophe.
like can you think of an example?
Kind of hard off the top of my head, but it's
Yeah.
like, an instance where like. I don't know. I know what I'm talking about though. It's like an instance where you don't say a word its full way. You say like maybe Western. Like imagine if you were trying to say something in like a Texan accent, so you don't finish the word all the way and you put
Oh,
an
like a southern
apostrophe.
accent. You just kind of okay, like
Like
an ing word, and then you like shorten it.
like I without an apostrophe at the end because it's like accent.
Okay, I could see that, but In this context, though, are you really going to use an apostrophe in a sentence? Probably not.
I didn't. No,
I know. So probably not. But this is test 2 saying he probably ain't like where the beacons are at. He probably doesn't like where the beacons are at. You could kind of infer that. You can infer what ain't is referring to just by adding one letter. You don't have to guess which version of ain't you're referring to. It's just already there. It's spelled out for you. But for test 3, things get a lot more like, I don't know. I feel like this also works.
Do I need to look up ain't slang?
No, it means 2 different things. Most of the time, yeah.
Ain't slang. Am not, is not, are not, has not, have not, do not, does not, or did not.
Yes, that's why that
Does not or did not.
Did not. Yes. Now for test 3. Test 3 is saying you basically take out the R, so no more linking verb, and you change ain't to like the other pretty much commonly used definition of did or did not. So this is the 3rd way I saw this. He prob didn't like where the beacon's at. You can understand that perfectly, I feel like. If you say he probably didn't like where the beacon's at, makes perfect sense. He didn't like where the beacons were at. He didn't like where they were located. Probably he didn't. So this one fails. It doesn't work. It doesn't sound like the actual definition. So you wouldn't want to use that. However, these 2 sentences are 2 ways where you can take this sentence and completely simplify it to the point where it's not too far like this, to the point where the message becomes unclear and just like wrong. I mean, not wrong, but it's just doing too much. And slang, you might think you could never do too much with slang, but you can. To the point where people don't.
I feel like that's not too much.
I think it is.
Because the only argument that you had that had substance was the fact that you said that ain't means is not. And that's just not true.
Yes.
So you're just objectively wrong.
It is true, but not in this context.
No, it's just not true. Like on Urban Dictionary. Like it's just not
Urban
true.
Dictionary, dude, if I wanted to say, let's say that you were absent today and somebody in the chat asks, where's JJ here? Where's JJ? I would say he ain't here. Like he isn't here. He is not here. That's another way of saying it.
He ain't. Yeah, but let's say you make like a diss track on my friend, right? And I'm like, oh, he ain't like that. You see what I mean here? Oh, he ain't like that. Like he didn't like that.
Well, that's another way of doing it.
He didn't like that, and that's kind of like the way I used it.
But that's slang. It has multiple definitions, but if you build the context and preface it well, you can infer what they're saying. Kind of like the whole he ain't like where the beacons are at thing. You already know what he means didn't. You know it doesn't mean isn't. You know that in the example that I'm pointing to right here, this one. You know that ain't does not mean isn't, because when you say it, it sounds like didn't would replace it perfectly. And we think of that in a split second. That's how we understand slang. We pick it up instantly. But if it has to make you think, kind of like this, having 2 different things of slang in this sentence makes it confusing. You either need to change ain't to another word, like didn't, or you just add an R between beacons and at. He prob ain't like where the beacons are at. He probably didn't like where the beacon's at. Both of them work, but you can't use 2 of them. You can't have 2 shorteners. You can't have ain't and you can't have no R, because now you're simplifying it to the point where confusion has happened. And that's where the confusion happened earlier today. And I was explaining to JJ that slang still has structure, even if we don't think it does. And we learned about this thing in grammar class, but JJ is a little confused on that. We didn't learn how to subconsciously speak or type grammar because that's already like wired in us. We already see and understand it perfectly. So no class is going to change how the way we think about grammar and slang.
This dude goes, bro, he goes,
you misunderstood
we learned about how the brain works. No, he said, our brain does this stuff subconsciously. I learned about it in class. Bro, what are you talking about?
I knew he misunderstood it from the reply, by the way.
And then he said it again when he reiterated it, like right before this podcast. He reiterated, he did it again in a call. Bro, he said it again, verbatim. Like
we didn't learn how to do it. We learned how it works. Like how in the split second of either listening or reading, does our brain pick up on slang? And if we're typing it out, how we word the slang in a structure that kind of universally makes sense to whoever you ask. I could say something like in slang language to JJ, like a sentence in slang. You would probably most likely understand it. I can't think of many other times where you haven't. And even if I asked one of my other friends or somebody else our age, they would understand it instantly. It's like a universal understanding. So we learned how that understanding works, but nothing that we learned would change how I interpret, read, and type out or speak slang. It's just understanding the process of it, you know, and the structure. And that slang does have structure. So this is like kind of troll structure. It's not universally understood because there is confusion here. A better way to do it would be like this.
Like, yeah, if I wanted to structure it more grammatically, yeah, it would work. It would definitely work. But that's kind of like just not the point of slang.
Right. But
in general.
the point of slang is to shorten things, to make them easier to type out and read and all that. And
The point
to
of
save
slang
time.
is to speak informally.
Yes. But if you do it too much, you get situations like this where it starts a 2-hour discussion about
Dude,
why the other person is wrong
I
and
just
who is
feel
right.
like it just wasn't that much work. Like you say this interpretations, but obviously 2 of them didn't work.
Yes, but if I'm coming up
And
with
the only interpretation that worked was the right one.
no, either of these worked. The only one that didn't work was this
exactly,
one.
but they mean the same thing.
Yes, but this one was an interpretation. But upon
Just
thinking about
Invalid
it,
one, just an invalid
it
one.
probably wouldn't work. But it's still a way of thinking about it. It shouldn't do this. You shouldn't come up with invalid points from reading slang.
Dude, I
You
asked.
should know what it is instantly.
I asked if Gage broke it, and then I'm not asking him if he doesn't. He probably isn't like where the beacon's at. He didn't even reply yet. You were the only one that like you and I were the only people having that conversation.
Right.
So there was nothing else, no other info.
But I didn't know that. I did not know if you had talked to him beforehand and had a discussion, and then later you were like, oh, I just remembered that discussion we had to further lead me to thinking that he did it. Kind of thing. That's what that meant. If that makes sense.
But you said, but who's going out of their way? And then I said, bro, that's what I'm asking.
Can I see?
Yeah. And then you.
Where? I didn't hear you.
There's my picture.
Yeah.
Then you
because
say, but
here,
who's gonna go out of their way? And then I say, bro, that's what I'm asking.
well, because I did not know here. I did not know who did it. And then you clearly didn't know either until you looked in the logs. But I didn't know you got your info from the logs. You didn't say that. I thought you got your
didn't say
info
that,
from
but
remembering a
it's-
previous discussion.
Yeah, not gonna lie, could have been Gage.
Because I didn't know that, okay, full disclosure, it could have been him. I didn't know that was from the logs. I thought that you remembered an old
Probably
discussion.
isn't like where the beacon's at.
Because there was no context ahead of time to where that information came from. you
Like
know?
I guess, bro. Like I guess. But
Yeah.
Not quite. I think following this monstrosity of a blunder by Flaherty,
Blunder.
I have a bunch of questions to ask you, Flaherty. Let's see how well you know slang.
Oh god.
So I have a bunch of abbreviations for you here.
No,
and
no,
you're gonna
no,
have
no,
to say what
no,
they mean.
No.
Let's start with an easy one.
I'm
The
not
first
doing
one
this.
is OMG. Because clearly you know what that is, right?
Oh my god, get me out of
NVM.
here. MB what?
NVM.
Never mind.
Goat.
Greatest of all time.
YOLO.
You only live once. Wow, that's something
TFW.
for the win.
I think they just typed that one wrong. Wait, TFW and FTW? They're different things?
I've never heard of the first one.
ICL.
ICL. ICL? Never heard of it.
I can't lie.
You say that? I've never said that.
We typed that a lot. Like
Wait,
Ian
wait,
and I
wait.
typed that a lot.
Actually?
Yeah, we say ICL a lot.
I feel like I would just type out the normal. I didn't even know you could abbreviate that.
TS.
You can't say that on air.
Okay, so you know what it is.
Yeah.
PMO. Both definitions.
Me off. First word, can't say.
You can say it.
Piss me off.
Yeah. Second one.
There's another?
Mm-hmm.
Why-
Because piss me off is a new one.
Actually? Oh, I'm not gonna think of it now.
So he does know.
I'm not gonna think of it now. What is it?
Put me on.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't gonna think of that on the spot. No way. not that I've been tunnel vision by the new one.
So it seems you do know.
Yeah.
Seems you do know.
I'm a knower. Like I know slang, bro. But when you're using those are like little texting like 4-lettered things. Like these are like just shortening sentences.
A definition of ain't is do not.
Yes. But another definition is isn't or is or are not and all that. You just have to kind of preface, or not even preface, but you just have to add a letter and I automatically know what ain't means. Instantly. If you add, he probably ain't like where the beacons are at, I instantly know what ain't means and what you're referring to. Instantly.
Yeah, reason he says that is because when he was confused, I added the R.
Yes, he edited the message and added the R, and I'm like, hold up, like, go back, because this makes sense. This is not what was there before.
It's one letter.
It is, it's one letter, but one letter can change everything. It really can. But, yeah, I think we should keep normalizing, like, using slang, but, like,
I think that you should use slang in the way that your heart desires, especially
dude,
if you use
if
a lot
you
more
sound
slang than
incomplete and your message doesn't get across, you're ruining the whole point of it, because it's supposed to be fast speaking / typing to make sense. Like, why would you shorten a sentence if you know that the other person's not going to understand it? So you need to make it make sense. That's why there's structure to slang. That's what we learned.
Bro, I can't find like.
But yeah, you need the content. If you remove the content, you need context, kind of thing. But yeah,
I can't find it.
I think I'm done with the board. But yeah, guys.
Dude, I can't find it.
Slang.
I'm trying to find like the meme where it's like ICL, TS, PMO, or ICL, TBH, TS, PMO, PMO.
JJ is losing the base point that effective language needs to be widely understood.
Who said that?
Tasha.
Ant is conducting his English lesson but saying preface wrong.
Wait, what?
Effective language needs to be widely understood. If you want effective language, speak normally. Like, that's just what it is. There's slang and then there's actual...
No. That's not true, because slang is to shorten thoughts, but make it make sense.
Speak informally.
Yes, but it's still supposed to make...
No, it's just to speak informally.
It's still supposed to make sense, bro. Informally. Yes, but... So, bro, what's
in other places, it's like even worse. You actually can't understand people.
If you speak informally and the other person doesn't understand it, then why are you saying anything at all?
That can also happen in regular English.
Yeah, so you ask for clarification. But
so you ask for clarification.
The whole idea is just so it makes things go quicker. Like, it's like a shortcut of speech or texting. So you don't have to type out a full complex sentence. You can use slang to save time. And then the message will be understood regardless of which method you picked, but it'll be quicker.
Hash brown enjoyer, JJ, I agree. Yo, thank you.
Informal versus gibberish challenge, true.
Most slang nowadays makes no sense, like, to be honest. I mean, oh, my computer's at 1%, so I'm gonna...
Your computer's at 1%?
It's gonna die, guys, but it's okay.
It's okay, I'll look at chat for you.
No, there's like, this is pretty easy.
Crispy said, what about dialect? Like English dialects?
Exactly, bro. That's exactly what I'm trying to talk about. Like,
when he was talking about the apostrophe earlier? Yeah.
No. When you go to different places in the US, like, the slang is different and it's a lot worse than it is here and a lot worse than what I used. So I feel like a lot of people who are struggling to understand the slang that I used here are going to have a much harder time working with customers from different places, from different areas in the US.
I'll agree with you on that.
I'll agree with you on that. You definitely got to get your money up like that.
That's true. I've never been anywhere internationally, but I can definitely understand that. I'll agree with you halfway on that. For sure. But I still think, as native speakers, you can't be confusing your other native speakers. That's just complete troll. Like, how are you confusing a native speaker, bro? Like, you're just doing something wrong, you know? You gotta...
Dude, you were the only one that didn't understand what I was talking about in the entire Discord.
Incorrect. The only...
Name one other person that didn't understand.
Nobody else saw... No,
Bobby saw it.
Nobody else saw the original one.
Chris saw it.
No, he didn't. He saw the edited one. He said it.
I edited it back.
But he already knew what it meant, so that's biased. Nobody had an unbiased thought except me and Ryan, and that's 50-50. because Ryan is just smart, bro. Like he's
you have to be smart to understand what I said.
dude, he's just got that.
You have to be smart to understand what I said, and I use slang. Yo, guys.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. I think some people got it, other people don't.
Chris said I was there the whole time. Yeah, but you saw the edited one. He edited that real quick. All right, let's move on. That was cool discussion. I saw a movie recently, and yo, Aaron in chat, my goat actually recommended this movie called Train to Busan. I think you need to watch this movie as soon as possible.
I think I already talked about it like a few days ago.
Yeah, think of
you mentioned it.
Think of like your average like zombie movie or TV show, but it's actually good because it's like a unique setting. It takes place on a train, a zombie apocalypse on a train. That's like the most unique you can ever get with like a zombie story. It is pretty good, bro. It is really good. There's a reason it is rated very high. That's all I will say. On like any kind of movie reviewing site.
Like what?
There's a couple. I'll look them up. But I feel
IMDb.
like good movies are usually rated on these websites around like 70-ish%, which is really weird. And I know we've talked about this.
There's been a bunch of good movies that are rated like 30.
Yeah, I know.
35%.
And it's
like
so bad.
Yeah.
But this movie is rated high on critics and audience across all levels. It is really good.
Is it from the US?
Good question. It probably isn't. No. It was filmed in South Korea, but I think it's an American movie, yeah.
So it's what is it called? Like a
Wait.
K-drama? I still
No. What am I saying?
I was gonna say K-dramas are still good. There's this zombie one that I
It's a
watched
Korean
about,
film.
like,
What am I saying? My bad. It's a Korean film. Yeah.
it's like All of Us Are Dead or something like that. That was
Yeah.
the name of the
TV
other
show,
one.
zombie TV show.
That one-
It's
it was also really
it's so
good.
much better than that, bro. It clears so hard.
Yeah,
It clears
was
so
like,
hard.
It was like, probably 7 out of 10 show.
What are you saying in chat, Hash Brown Julia, bro? Who are you?
What?
I don't know, bro. You said I'm Flair's ex-best friend. Bro, who are you?
Ex-best friend?
Oh, it's Retreat? What's up, bro? Nice. Why are you on that account? All right. Actually, why am I not surprised it's you? Anyways, Train to Busan, highly recommend the watch to anybody out there. But
What was the recent movie we just watched?
what? Oh, Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet Society. I'd say it was a really good movie, honestly. At first, I have to say I was a little skeptical of, getting into like some of those more deeper meaning shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes they start.
I mean, and it did get
they
pretty
start to
deep.
miss. But they
In a
stayed
good-
on.
in a-
But they
in a-
stayed
in
on.
a good,
Like,
engaging way.
sometimes, I'd say more than sometimes. More than sometimes, the movies really like lose sight of what their meaning is, and they just start going way into depth, or way too deep into like emotion, and then it's like, okay, like this is super intense for the meaning of what you're trying to say. But I'd say in this movie they played it really well. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty much just an older teacher tries to revive a poet society that he was in when he was younger, since he was a graduate of the school, and he gives this poetry book to these kids so that they can go ahead and do that. It's kind of like a forbidden thing, and his way of teaching is also unorthodox. He wants to teach him how to think outside of the box. In the end, one of the kids, he follows the advice. He goes through, he lives his own life, and he goes, unwavering from what his parents are trying to push onto him, or etc. Eventually, the pressure becomes too great for him that he terminates his life early. I don't know exactly how I can say it on the air, but so that, and then it's just a great story, I have to say.
Yeah, I agree with all the above points. We just got recommended to watch the new Predator Trust. What is that?
I also heard that we should watch the new Frankenstein.
Frank?
There's a new Frankenstein that dropped, I want to say a week or two ago, and it's in theaters. We've had our buddy Gorsh, who went to go watch it recently, and I got a review from him. He said that movie was amazing, and that he really thinks that they stuck to the way that they did it in the books, and just overall it was an amazing movie, and he recommended that I watch it. So if you haven't watched it, you should definitely go to the theaters. You should definitely watch that, because I know I really want to.
Yeah, we'll watch it. Yeah, sounds great, bro. I'm looking forward to these new movies. But let's take a little 3-minute intermission and play Fighting Myself by Linkin Park on the air. So for those of you listening on the air, this is Co-op Chaos, WCS 90.1 FM radio, WCSFM.com, or 8Patch on YouTube. We'll be back for a couple minutes after the song break.
See ya.
See ya.
Ow. Sorry, YouTube chat. If you're saying
That was a
anything,
bad fade in. Sorry.
I can't see what you're saying, YouTube.
Oh, they're saying here, I'll just turn it.
I'm gonna stay up. Well,
Flair, guess what? What?
you just said it's your
The new Predator Badlands got 85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
La La Land next. I still need I don't even know what La La Land's about. I low-key thought it was like what's it called? Like that movie with the Mad Hatter, Cheshire Cat,
Oh, I don't know.
Alice in Wonderland. Kind of sounded like that.
Wait.
At
let's look
first. I
at,
mean, I still have like no idea what
Train
it's
to
about.
Busan.
Description.
Dude, look at these ratings. 95% is kind of crazy, bro. I don't think I've ever seen a rating that high.
95% Rotten Tomatoes. No way.
Yeah. That's crazy. 94% like this movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It's good. It's really good. I'm kind of annoyed that I waited this long.
Mods, can we ban this dude? Wait.
Chat, stop being mean.
Alice in Wonderland. Yeah.
Wait, why
I
is
was
the
thinking
chat
Alice in
so
Wonderland.
unsynced? Oh, never mind. No, we're good. We're back. Dude, throwback to the episode. One of the first episodes we did this, and I was on the board, and I had the YouTube stream like on, so it was getting feedback. Oh God,
I remember that.
that was rough. We're doing good on time. See, I told you that would take a lot of time.
I didn't think it takes so long. I mean, I guess it's good that
Never
this last
ever
part-
doubt me, bro.
I didn't know you had so much to yap about.
I did. That's why I spent so long like preparing. JJ, what games you playing right now?
It's a great question. The games that are playing right now. Oh my god, the games that I'm playing right now are Rocket League,
Oh God, Rocket League.
Peak, Minecraft, some J-Stress because I like grinding Tetris. Dude, I grind Tetris.
He's really good at Tetris.
It's fun, dude. Tetris. You should hop on J-Stress. It's online Tetris. My heart.
I've seen you play that.
Yeah, true. I'm also playing with Tasha's heart.
Oh, nice. Did you beat the Ender Dragon?
Bro, of course we did.
You don't want to know how many dragon eggs we have.
Yeah, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Think double digit and then you're wrong. Think triple
of,
digit,
like-
you might still be
Yo,
wrong.
Think of like the Minecraft economy, right? Dragon eggs are so rare, so they're probably worth
Did
so
you slay
much.
the wither? We did
Dude,
slay
we
the
have
wither.
so many that like dragon eggs are like, bro. There's like inflation. It's so we have so
the
many
dragon egg
eggs.
is
They're
worthless.
useless. They're worth nothing.
worthless.
They're really worth
And
nothing.
we also have like 30 beacons.
Did you slay the Wither? Wither farm.
We got like 30 beacons or something like that.
Wither farm. Dude, you could put 6 beacons in one area next to your house, and you get every single boost at once.
It's pretty peak.
If you have a
Like
Wither
the
farm,
game.
it's so
Like
easy.
the game peak. Those are no.
Thanks for coming out, by the way, guys, and being active. Y'all make the turtle farm though?
No.
Turtle
No.
farm.
I didn't even know. I didn't know that was a thing, but I didn't do it.
How are we getting our turtle eggs?
Just finding them.
Finding them? Yo, we need to make a turtle farm now.
I mean, what else do we need them for? We'll
Future
definitely need it
farms.
for like future farms, but
Oh, we are back.
okay. We have another segment coming
Oh,
up for
I'm
you guys.
gonna do the bumper. Hold up. Think.
You might like it.
Oh, my bad. Yo, I'm trolling. Think. Watch this.
What's up? I'm Patch.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
FM radio.
Hello to everybody out there. My name is Flair, and welcome back to Patch
My
and
name's
Flair Co-op.
Patch. Oh,
Sorry, my name is
You
Patch.
just blew out my
Or my
ear.
name's not Patch. My name's Flair.
My name's Patch.
Welcome back to Co-op Chaos. We're on WECS 90.1 FM radio. That was our song break. And we're
Rachel,
somewhere else. Where can we be found?
Are we on YouTube under the name 8Patch live right
Yeah,
now? With
live
a
on
live
YouTube
chat, with
right
a live
now.
chat, live synchronized video, and we're reading comments
Yeah,
out loud.
interacting with
Live.
chat. You could be one of the chatters, so come on down, be the chatters, and yeah, bro. Why do you say this is not scripted?
Bro thinks we have a script. We don't have a script.
This is not scripted.
There's no teleprompter behind you.
We had one episode that was scripted, and it was our very first one at Radio Club.
Anyways, I think that
That
now
was a
we
long
have
time
another segment lined up for you guys. We're going to go ahead and get right into that. This segment is called Winter Comfort Corner 2025. So obviously everybody's getting all bundled up. Today it
Yo,
felt
you're
like
gonna
it was
hate my
freezing
answer.
outside. It felt like it was just straight ice. I was an ice cube. So everybody has these. You're gonna have to pick one of each category, but we're gonna go in row. We're gonna go in order. First, we're gonna go ahead and start with one streaming service you'd have to live with for the rest of the winter.
All right.
Let's say you're hibernating, so you're bunkering down in a bunker. Like you're not gonna be able
What's
to get
going
out,
on?
right? You're not gonna be able to get out. You're not gonna have access to anything else. You're only gonna have access to this
All
streaming
right.
service.
Here's the problem. I don't use streaming services
You're gonna have to pick one.
because I just can't.
No. You're gonna have to pick one, and that the
I'm
reason
not paying for a streaming
reason-
service when I have other ways.
it's free, bro. It's free. It's free, but you only get access to one.
It's free. I don't know what's on streaming services because I just have one place where you get everything.
Okay, well, what's a show that you'd want to watch?
FlixHQ.to.
No.
Come on, bro.
Shut up. We do not endorse pirating.
Patch and Flare Co-op Chaos does not endorse any sort of pirating and third-party usage of getting media out there. Please do not pirate. Okay.
That was necessary to say.
You
You have to pick one. What's a show in general that you'd want to watch again? If you were locked in a room for months.
I'll get Amazon. I'll watch The Boys again.
Okay.
I'll get
Okay.
Amazon.
Like you have to literally pay for like every show there. Isn't it like individually purchase every show? Am I tripping?
Hmm?
Don't you have to like individually purchase every show? You said Crunchyroll?
Yeah, Aaron said Crunchyroll.
I mean, that's like a good option too. Like I can't lie.
And no, you don't have to purchase every show if you have Prime.
Crunchyroll is a really good pick. If I were, I can't
there
say
are
that. Hold
some
on, I can't
exceptions,
say that, bro. I can't say that. I gotta go with the more mainstream.
What are you talking about? We're saying okay.
If you were locked in a bunker for the winter, right? Locked in the bunker for the winter, you can't leave. You don't have access to anything else. Right now, you only get to pick one streaming service that you can watch for the duration of this winter.
And let's say you can't if you're a stinky pirater, let's say you can't do that. You have to pick a streaming
You can't.
service
It's
and
just a streaming service.
you're kind of like limited to the content in that service.
the entire Naruto series.
Imagine
One
watching
Piece.
the-
I'm like eight,
Dude,
I'm like
this guy
10
is a One
episodes
Piece
behind or something
demon.
like that. Maybe less. I think like six to 8 episodes behind. 6 or 7
Is that
episodes.
Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll's pretty good.
Another
I
blow
think
on Crunchyroll.
personally, I'm either picking Hulu or it's between Hulu and Netflix for me right now.
I would say either Amazon or Hulu.
'Cause
Loki,
Hulu has like a lot of the cartoons that I like to watch.
yeah, that's true, dude. Loki, I might move to Hulu because I just realized that you're right. Not everything is free with Prime. Mr. Robot, you can't watch every single episode without paying for
Like
it.
the Netflix originals are kind of really good now.
Ah, man, I can't remember last time I was on Netflix. Last time I was on Netflix was watching
was a
like
while ago.
Legends of Korra,
It's forever ago.
which we need to watch again, by the way. Yo, I love One Piece. I'm caught. Yeah,
You're caught up?
Hashburn Enjoyer is a One Piece enjoyer.
No way. You're caught up with the manga. Don't spoil anything. 'Cause
I feel like
haven't
he's a
seen-
fraud though, because when we play the One Piece guessing game, he never like.
There's just too many characters, bro. There's just too many characters.
Yeah, true.
Like,
True.
not
He
gonna
is a
lie.
Naruto demon though. He knows all the Naruto stuff.
You do? I watched all the way through the end of Boruto.
Dude, I feel like, bro, you need to be there when we do the quizzes.
I'm not watching that.
Watch high.
Don't no. Shut up. Don't even read that. Don't read that. Don't read that. You can't say that out loud. You can't say that out loud.
Yo, what is that?
Let's just stop. Don't look it up on the internet. Don't. Oh my god. I thought he was about to like search it up on the school Wi-Fi, dude. That would have been so bad.
I got rid of it, bro. Who cares about the school Wi-Fi, bro? I would, bro.
If this dude got called to IT and they were like, Anthony, we've
How bad could
we
it
flagged
be?
something interesting on your search history.
Is it that bad?
All right. Anyways,
How bad could it be?
wait, what?
I don't know what these guys are yapping about, bro. I'm not gonna
She
find
doesn't
out.
know.
Okay,
Any-
so
what was I-
streaming service is done.
Streaming services. I'm
We need to
picking
hurry
that. Hulu.
Yep. I'm gonna say
All right. What's next?
I'll say Prime. Next is you can only use one comfort food.
One food you could eat for the
This
like a
is
duration of like 3
ridiculous,
months.
bro. Why did you come up with this? You didn't have like a couple? No, you have to choose.
No. You get to pick one. What do you mean a couple? What, you want some breathing room? What, you think this is easy mode? Nah, bro, just bring in a truck of food. Bro, just get a private chef. Bro, just get a private chef.
Steamed carrots. This is so easy.
Steamed carrots?
Yo. Steamed carrots are goated, but like I don't know if I would pick that as the one food I'm stuck with. I'm gonna like turn orange. You know, if you eat too many, you turn orange. That's true. Like your skin will start to be like a shade
You
of
have
orange.
to eat a food every day for multiple months, and you pick carrots. You pick steamed carrots, like on top of that, like even
Not me.
Talking to you.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Wow. I mean, to each their own, I guess. But me personally, I was thinking more like mac and cheese.
Yo, you stole it.
Mac and cheese, so good. Amy's, specifically Amy's mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese
Amy's
is
frozen
the-
mac and cheese, the best
Yo,
one out there.
are you making it on the stove or putting it in a cup?
Amy's microwave mac and cheese.
Are you kidding me? You're not gonna put it on the stove?
It's just so much better than everything else I've
Who
had.
doesn't put mac and cheese on the stove?
It's better than everything
Like,
else I've had. You haven't had Amy's mac and cheese. You don't understand.
I have Annie's mac and cheese.
No.
I put it in the pot.
Amy. A-M-Y.
Amy.
Amy's mac and cheese.
What is Amy? Wait. Gates said, hold up. I know he was just eating mac and cheese. JJ, don't cook it on the stove. He said he would do Amy's cup mac and cheese.
Amy's microwavable mac and cheese. You guys have never had it, and it shows. Like it's just.
I thought you said Annie's.
No.
Because Annie's is so good. There's no way this is better than
Wait,
it.
you said in the stove or in the microwave? I would make it on the. If I got Annie's, I'd make it on the stove.
I think he's saying, wait, JJ doesn't cook it on the stove? Yeah, so you said microwavable.
Dude,
He thinks
you
should cook it on
haven't had Amy's. You just haven't had Amy's.
Gage, I think we should test this. There's no way it's better than Annie's on the
Because I've never had
stove,
Amy's.
bro. There is just no way that microwavable mac and cheese. Aaron, shut up. There's no way that microwavable
I
mac
agree,
and
Aaron.
cheese.
I agree, Aaron. Go ahead.
There's no way
Didn't
microwavable
mean to
mac and
interrupt
cheese
you.
is better than stove mac and cheese, bro. There's just no way it's.
You just haven't had Amy's.
All right.
All right. What are you picking? What are you
Okay, so
picking?
you're
What are you
saying
picking? I'm
Amy's
picking
mac
that.
and cheese in the microwave. I'm saying Annie's mac and cheese on the stove.
What?
Best clothing item / what does that say?
Comfy.
Oh, comfiest clothing item.
All right. Here's something that you need to think about. Snuggies. You ever remember those?
I had one.
You
it
had
was
a
it was
Snuggie?
blue. Yeah,
It's peak. Straight
But-
peak.
I don't have it anymore. And
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's say you get to pick. You just get to pick one of anything.
What if my house is not perma cold? What if the heat actually
it's winter.
works?
It's winter.
The heat works.
Let's say you can adjust the thermostat.
Okay. Dude, I'm not gonna pick Snuggies because how are you going to cool off if you're too?
You take off the Snuggie.
Gage said he's gonna try it this week. You're never coming back, Gage. He's lying. Top 10
No.
most lies of the century.
This dude goes, how am I gonna cool down from the clothes? You take it off. 'cause
You
you're
have to
at
wear
your
it. You have
house.
to wear it. You have to keep it on.
I didn't say that. It's just the clothing item you want to have.
Dude, Aaron, she was a special guest a bit ago. Only can use.
I meant
bro,
like,
I
you
don't
can only pick
know.
one. You can only pick one. You can't pick multiple. I mean,
Bro, my rat suit was pretty warm.
dude, I think I'd pick my.
I feel like my rat suit was so toasty. I don't know if I go and buy another Snuggie. Like I already have a rat suit, like just ready to go if I'm ever cold.
Kind of think I'd.
I think I would trim the tail though, because I'm not like that.
I might pick one of my ponchos. A poncho, like I have a really like a soft blanket.
Oh,
it's essentially just
good
wearing a
idea.
blanket, like with a hoodie. But I would definitely pick a poncho because you can also.
I
like-
would just need Flair's arms around me. Aw, that's so sweet, bro. Yo, ayo.
Well, I mean,
Dude.
you two are getting like freaky out here.
Bro, shut up. Okay, so we have that. A wild card, so this could be anything.
You get to pick one last thing to bring in the bunker with you. Anything, any last thing you get to bring in the bunker with you.
Anything. Wow,
Watch
and I'm
him
really
blunder
I'm
this
really-
pick so hard. Watch him blunder, and I'm gonna say it after, and he's gonna be like, "No way, I could have picked that."
Don't say your phone. That's just weird.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not gonna say my phone.
Okay, good. That's cringe. Aaron said his dog.
What would you bring?
I don't know.
If
I
I
don't-
say it first, you're gonna copy me, so I can't say it yet.
No, I won't. Promise I won't.
PC.
Guys, I said don't say your phone.
I
Don't
didn't
be
say.
weird.
I didn't say my phone. I didn't
Don't
say my
be
phone. Did I?
cringe.
I didn't
and
say
he
my
says
phone.
another thing. He says
I
it's
didn't say my
PC,
phone.
bro.
Hey, I followed. He said don't pick your phone. I didn't pick my phone, right?
Well, I wasn't thinking of my PC. I'm not gonna be a winter hermit, bro.
That's what the prompt is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's what if you like hermited up?
Comfort corner.
I said what if you're in a bunker,
Okay,
bro?
dude.
I said what if you're in a bunker?
Okay.
This dude needs context
Well, I
plus
promised.
an instant replay to understand what's going on in the conversation.
I promised, and now I don't know. Oh,
God, bro. Yo, JJ Smart Flair is dumb. Now Flair is cooked.
Shut
Dude,
up.
he's not gonna know what else to pick. And guess what? You know what else he could have picked? A TV. But now he can't pick that because I said it.
I already have a TV because I have a streaming service. Durr. Wow.
What if you bought the service on your phone?
Don't have your phone. Flair turning.
Flair turning red. Can you pick something? Can you pick something? in your
I
brain?
can't think of anything. I'll say
I think of a single thing that brings some joy in a comfy way.
Can I get something in bulk?
Maybe.
The Harry Potter book series.
Yeah, you can get that. Yeah, you
Thank
can
you.
get that.
Thank you. Those who know.
I thought he was gonna say like, can I get like? I don't know. I don't even know what you're gonna say. What if you like installed a ball pit?
Why not a gym?
That would be tough. That would be pretty tough.
I think you would need a lot more items than one, though. I mean, or is a gym a single physical thing that you could just place in your house? Or like weights or something.
What kind of like a? Oh, like a cable rack.
Harry
you can put a
Potter
cable rack
is
in
so trash. Get this guy off the stream immediately.
there. Yeah, hash brown. I can't lie. You missed with that. Like you missed 120% of the mark with that.
Wow.
That was bad. That was a really bad quote.
Dude, said no one ever, by the way. Dude, JJ didn't know what Harry Potter was, then we introduced him to it.
That is just not true. That is
Yes,
just
we did.
Not true
You
at all.
watched the movies with us.
I watched the movies with you guys. I owned a wand.
Oh, yeah, true.
I owned a wand.
Yo, we're
I
out of
saw
time,
all
bro.
the
Oh, my day's next Tuesday? Yeah, true. All right, well,
Yep.
it's 9:59, so we'll say goodbye to radio first, and then we'll say goodbye to YouTube. So, to all you listening out there on the air, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you
My
so
name
much.
is Flair,
My name's Patch.
and this was another episode of Co-op Chaos on WECS 90.1 FM right here at Eastern.
Or if you're watching on YouTube at APatch, then also thank you.
Yeah. If you're interested in more content from us, look up Patch N Flair _ radio on Instagram. You'll get all kinds of updates. And keep an eye on 8Patch's YouTube. There's a lot of cool content coming out that has actually come out already, and upcoming content that usually refers to entertaining.
As well as live streams and some DVRs at night from when we play Peak. Sometimes I like to stream it. So if you ever want to see what we're up to, disclaimer, it's not filtered. So
Yep.
if you want to see what we're up to, then you should definitely check all that out.
Unfiltered. Definitely see. So, with that being said, I'll say it again. My name's Flair,
My name's Patch.
and we'll see you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. See ya. All right. What's up, YouTube? Yo, what are you doing?
Just making sure it's on.
My God. All right, YouTube. Thank you much for coming out, guys.
Thank you, everybody on
It's always
YouTube.
a pleasure when you guys are active with us. It makes things so much more fun here, and we really appreciate everyone coming out. So we'll see you guys next week on Tuesday. Right?
And we'll see you next week. Next week Tuesday at what
And,
time? Next week Tuesday at what time?
Tuesday at 9 p.m. And
That's right.
remember, just
That's
a
right,
reminder,
That's right.
this is the last show until December.
Not this one.
The next
Tuesday,
one. The next
Tuesday.
one. So next week is the last show until December.
And
because we
our
have Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
week off.
special.
Yep.
So if you want to get like turkey with us, you want to participate in the turkey talk.
Do some turkey talking. Then we'll see you next
Gobble,
Tuesday at 9
gobble,
p.m.
gobble,
So
gobble.
you want to go up and we'll do our signature way of closing it out. Bring your mic. We'll see if you get it, guys. Is he gonna get the outro right this time? Let's find out. All right.
I don't remember, but we got this.
It's so easy. You just gotta flip it a couple times. All right.
Go ahead.
So first, you start. So. there you
Hello
go.
YouTube. My name's Patch.
Wait, you're not centered, bro.
Oh my god.
Dude, you're. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
It's
Timber,
like
bro?
really hard, bro.
All right, you're good.
Hey everyone, my name's Patch.
And my name is Flair.
All right, get over here.
And we will see you guys next Tuesday at 9 p.m. for the Thanksgiving special.
We'll see you all next Tuesday. Bye.
See ya.
Hello, turn around.
Oh my God, you didn't end the stream yet. Yo.